We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To throw is Montana. And he's got Jamal Charles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now Montana. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Charles again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Buying time. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Montana taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Montana will throw for it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
'79 Broncos.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Dolphins 2.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. Again, it's Richardson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come.
Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Jason Elam on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will look to throw. Montana able to find Gray here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They run over center with Charles. Down inside the 40.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Charles. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion right is Jones. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two, we got two. No, I hear three. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They run it. It's Charles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Richardson going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The first down carry here for Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third. Julio Jones all alone. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julio Jones, 72 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. It'll be Charles again. He has been the workhorse tonight. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Charles. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Here we go.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A check down here to Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Come on, come on.
Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elam now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 5. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. This is Charles. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Montana to throw. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Montana. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll run again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. So a big one coming now for the 3-time Pro Bowler Jason Elam. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, we retreat into an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who right at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
you